when it's MMA go time, it's MMA Lockup showtime.
All right, folks, welcome to 5 Minutes Alone with Rodney James, courtesy of MMALockup.com. With us today on the show is Chris Holdsworth, one of the men's bantamweight Ultimate Fighter finalists. Chris, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Just relaxing in my room.
Awesome, man. Well, I was looking at your record. Of course, I watched, this season of Ultimate Fighter. You looked very impressive. You've won all your professional bouts by submission. You won all the fights on Ultimate Fighter by submission. How the hell did you get so good at jiu-jitsu? Tell us a little bit about your background in MMA.
I just think that I have a obsessive personality. When I really like something or enjoy doing something, I want to get really good at it. And I think that's kind of what happened with jiu-jitsu. I always was active in sports, and I did some martial arts when I was younger, and my brother and dad were involved in martial arts. But I was never really like a standout in football or basketball. I was decent, but I was never like first string or the star player. When I found martial arts, like when I really got into it, 15, 16 years old, I felt like it was my calling. I felt like that's what I was good at it. I was a natural right from the beginning, and that just kind of gave me the drive to put all my positive focus and energy into it, and I just kind of became just a mat rat. I was on the mat pretty much every day and trying to get better and just enjoying doing it, and that's kind of what happened.
Are you still active on the grappling scene? Do you compete in grappling tournaments when you're not preparing for fights?
No, not really. I think it's cool. I give a lot of respect to the guys who are into mixed martial arts and fighting, like Benson Henderson. He still does jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff like that. And I'll probably end up, doing some jiu-jitsu tournaments down the road. But as of late, as I got really serious into mixed martial arts, that's kind of been my focus. I spent a lot of time doing jiu-jitsu tournaments and focusing on jiu-jitsu, and I just feel like the extra time and effort I can be putting into bettering my weaker points in mixed martial arts, like wrestling and striking and just blending everything together. So I haven't competed maybe like once or twice since I've been doing MMA, but I just think, you got to focus completely on MMA. If I get into a grappling or a jiu-jitsu tournament, I'm going to be fighting the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world, and I'm not going out there to lose. It's a good experience, and it's good to stay competitive, but if I'm going to do a tournament, I completely want to focus on that and train with some good jiu-jitsu guys and go into it full effect.
I don't know. I agree with what you're saying 100%, especially now that you're at this stage of your MMA career where you have this amazing opportunity in front of you to fight for the UFC, to do what you really want to do. So I think that's great. Now, you've got a very tough opponent in front of you, Davey Grant. All 8 of his wins have been by submission or knockout. I feel really bad for him, what happened with his last opponent. Of course, it wasn't his fault. But let's talk about that just for a second. I thought that was completely crazy. I watched this season of Ultimate Fighter, and I just got through talking with Juliana, and I'll tell you the same thing. I want to congratulate you guys on making it to the finals, but not only that, making history by being on the first ever co-ed edition of Ultimate Fighter. We saw some unprecedented things on that, and one of those is we had 2 fighters in a row that missed weight and had to forfeit. That's completely crazy to me. I've never seen that happen before. What was it like being there to experience that firsthand? And what were your thoughts on that all that shenanigans that happened?
Man, that was crazy. They definitely let a lot of people down, and let a lot of fans down, let their family down, and probably let themselves down the most. And it just sucks because I don't want people to think that mixed martial arts fighters are unprofessional. I went in there and I did my job, and I made weight all 3 times, and fought and stuff like that. So I think it just adds a little bit extra pressure on the people fighting in the finale. Like, we better make weight. I've been getting tons of messages like, you better make weight, and I've never missed weight in my life, and I don't plan on doing it this Friday. And I've been working with a great nutritionist, Eric Treligi, and he's got my weight right on track. And
it sure does suck to have to weigh in the day after Thanksgiving, though, doesn't it?
It does, man. It does. So mixed martial arts, you got to make a lot of sacrifices. You got to be disciplined, and I can guarantee you one thing: I will be having a couple Thanksgivings after the fight.
I don't blame you. You've worked very hard, sir, and you've earned it. So back to, like I said, Davey Grant. Let's talk about him. Like I said, you know what he's capable of. He also won all his fights, the fights that he did have on the show, by submission. What are your thoughts on Davey Grant? What do you see as his strengths or weaknesses, or what do you think that you do markedly better than he does?
He's got a lot of strengths. He's a great technician. He's well-rounded. He's a big 135er, and he's strong as heck. He's got power. He's really good. But on the other hand, he's never fought anyone like me, and I'm just a tougher dude. I train with better guys. I've had better coaches. I've put in my time. He's finished all his 8 guys, but I've finished my last 7. I finished my last 13 opponents. So I'm a finisher. We're both finishers. It's going to make for a great fight, and I think technique beats strength any day. He might be a little stronger. He might be weighing a little bit more, but I'm going to be constantly on the attack, keeping him guessing, and I look forward to seeing what's going to happen.
Well, I look forward to seeing what's going to happen as well. Yeah, it sounds like we're about out of time here, Chris. Last thing I want to say to wrap this up, is there anything you would like to say to your fans, your teammates, or your sponsors at this time?
Yeah, man, of course, I just want to thank my family, friends and sponsors. I want to thank On It for, sticking with me and helping me out. Team Alpha Male and Nutrition for Life. They've been helping me out a lot, and it's been going great.
All right, Mr. Holdsworth, you're a class act. I look forward to the fight this weekend. Congratulations on making it to the finals, and good luck to you on Saturday, sir. Thanks for joining us.